Hey guys. You ever been in a situation where you feel like completely stuck, right? And you're just like, hey, if I could just find a way to get to this place, I know my life would be amazing. And you start looking around at all the different options that are out there, whether it be looking at online courses or, maybe you're going to get into network marketing. I don't know, you're going to open up Amazon, drop shipping or Shopify or, I don't know, Facebook ad manager, right? You're looking at all this stuff and you're like, what do I do? What can I do to get out of the situation that I'm in to a better situation? Or maybe you're in huge amounts of debt, right? You were in a place maybe that was really good and then, the economy or something went south and all of a sudden kind of like everything came crashing down on you, right? And I know what that's like. I've been there. I've been where I've been in a transition from one thing to the next. I'm an entrepreneur, sometimes like things change. I get that. I've been in debt. I've been in debt $500,000. I've been in debt $3 million. And I know what the pressure of that is. It's like, what do I do to get back to that level and beyond? And we learn a lot through our experiences. And it's like, it's like as we get older, we become more wiser. We become more kind of, I guess, protective of ourselves and things that we do and maybe things that we don't do. I don't know. But like, I know what it's like to be in that situation. So what if there was a business model that could get you out of that situation? What if there was a business model that could really solve, your challenges financially right now? And I mean a real business. And the difference between, say, a business and being self-employed is that a business can scale regardless of you. Like if you walk away from the business, it still makes money, even grows. Where if you're self-employed, it really is dependent on you, right? So like, for instance, if you were going to be a coach, well, you're going to go buy a course, how to be a coach, right? And you're going to say, okay, but, you're working per hour and you can only do so much per hour. You can only charge so much per hour. And if you want to take a break, there goes your income, right? So, maybe that's something you want to do, but, let's be real. It's a lot of work and it takes a long time to build that reputation. And if that's going to be something you're going to do forever, great. Or open up, you're going to buy a course for an Amazon store. I actually was reading a message from someone that messaged me yesterday and she was like, well, because she was doing Amazon. I said, well, how are you doing in Amazon? Why are you here if you're doing Amazon? She's like, well, I'm not making any money. I said, well, have you bought any courses? Have you tried to learn? She's like, yeah, I bought a $2,000 course and a $10,000 course. And I just smiled. I was like, yeah, let me guess. You can't duplicate time, right? You can't duplicate the 6 months or 6 years that person put into it. Sounds good. Everything sounds easy when they're presenting it, but the reality is that it takes time. And, even if they got to that place where they put in the time, it's not a gold mine. If you had a gold, truly a gold mine, you wouldn't share it. You wouldn't even share it with family. Like if you had a gold mine in your backyard, like you'd maybe not even share it with your spouse. But like, I just found a gold mine, I'm not telling anybody, right? If it's a gold mine, it's not going to be shared. They would scale it. They would hire 5 online workers or 10 online workers. They wouldn't be giving it away. The truth is it's a lot of work and you burn out. I was an eBay power seller back in like 99, 2000, 2001. And I was excited that I was able to work from home. But after a couple of years, I hated it. Like I was going to throw it in the trash and I was going to. But my uncle said, no, don't do it. Because like, you don't look happy. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this business. Like I'm hating it. And he's like, someone will buy that. He goes, sell it. I was like, all right, and I did. I sold it for $80,000. I was like, holy crap, But yeah, I was burned out. It's just never ending and there's no leverage, right? And if you're not getting leverage, you're not going to become wealthy. I don't care if you're a rocket scientist. I mean, unless you're investing in the stock market or something, like there's no way you can become wealthy because you're only getting so much per hour. Or if you get into real estate. Or if you buy multiple franchises, right? And those are a great model, right? You buy a franchise and the great thing is you turn on the lights, you unlock the door and like people show up, right? I see the McDonald's go up in like 3 weeks and then there was like a line out the door, right? Yeah, because it's McDonald's. It's a brand that's recognized. They spend like $2 billion a year to keep that brand in front of people's minds so that can happen for people, but you're going to pay a big price for that. But you also have to own a lot of them before you start making a lot of money, right? You still have to leverage yourself, even with that kind of investment, even with $1 million investment, you still have to leverage yourself to become wealthy. And then you have multi-level marketing, right? Which is a great model. You can leverage yourself, but I mean, what do? Are you good at sales? Are you good at advertising? I mean, do you have a big influence? You're gonna go on Instagram, you got 10,000 followers that are gonna join into your income opportunity, your network marketing deal with you. Because if you don't, it's not going to be a great experience for you, and you're definitely not gonna earn money fast. It's a long road to get there, right? I mean, most people went from company to company to company to company, gained some kind of loyal friends that they got involved in each company, and then bang, after they say that one of the top earners and all the top earners in multi-level marketing have 7 companies under their belt. So everything's kind of this long process to get there, okay? But I've been in situations where I didn't have that time. I didn't have that time. It's like bang, I got blindsided, and I don't have 3 years. Matter of fact, if I'm going to spend 3 years on something, I'm probably just going to go and sell coconuts on the beach to tourists in some country and live in a hut and be happy. I mean, I'm not going to spend 3 years on anything. I mean, money's not that important. Freedom's what is important to me. Freedom. Money allows me that freedom, and so that it's important, because of that reason. But my God, I mean, you can be free selling coconuts on the beach to tourists too, I imagine, right? But it's tough if you have responsibilities. I mean, you can't just up and go if you got a family and you got all these responsibilities, right? You can't do that, right? So you may be stuck. I know what it's like to be stuck. So we've got a model here that's a little unique. It's a very developed model. It does provide leverage, but it's a real business. You can actually scale it. You can hire some online workers to scale it. Okay, why we would be sharing it, right? Because obviously it's not a gold mine if someone is sharing it. Okay, there's more money in sharing it than it is in the business, or they wouldn't be sharing it. Just think about that. Really, sit and meditate. Think about that. Trust me, it's not the case. It's common sense, really. But the thing is that in this model, the person that's referring it to you makes the same amount of money that they would make if they made the sale of the products themselves. Okay, so if you make a sale or they make the sale, it's the same amount of money. So they can still make their own sales. Like for me, I operate the business. So I can actually earn a full-time income greater than, most things that are out there. I've made my most amount of money in this model, working from home by myself. There's no other model that I've done just about all of them. There's nothing that made the most amount of money for the least amount of effort than this one, okay? So you can earn a full-time income just off of your own efforts. And you can hire some online workers to do all the work for you because it's an all-inclusive business. Everything's provided, the product, the sales cycle and sales system, the leads that actually opt in, that actually buy the product. It's not like, hey, we'll send traffic. No, this traffic converts. They actually buy products. So you can actually hire people to kind of do that. You can scale it, not the leads, that's provided, but the work that's actually, and you'll see what that actually is. It's very simple. Your teenager could actually do it. There's no training required really to do it. There's just effort. There's just work that actually has to be done. But it's the same stuff every single day. So there's not a big training kind of process all the time. And once you got one, you can have that other one train any new person that actually comes in to scale your business even greater. But check this out. So the bigger you scale, you got 2 online workers, 5 online workers, 10 online workers, okay? And all the sales that are now being made, the person that referred you makes the same amount. So if you're doing $1 million a month in revenue, in sales, so is the person that referred you is also making $1 million a month just off your efforts. Now they could be making $1 million a month off their own efforts, but then they're making $1 million a month off of your efforts. Imagine a business model like that. Well, it exists. And so that's what we're doing, and that's what we want to share with you. So click the link, swipe up, whatever the next step is for you to get more information about this business, and so you can see it and evaluate the business for yourself. And that's it. That's all I've got. Okay? Bye for now.